Well, the U.S. President Joe Biden announced a new round of sanctions targeting Russia's largest oil companies and also 183 oil tankers. The two Indian companies, Sky Heart Management Services and A Vision Management Services have also been slapped with sanctions. Rabindra Chauhan reports.
The new round of sanctions announced by US and UK targeting Russia's energy sector has caused global oil prices to rise over 3%, nearing $80 per barrel. With Russia supplying about 10% of global oil, the sanctions could severely disrupt its trade with major buyers like India and China, costing Russia billions of monthly if enforced effectively. Two Indian companies, Sky Heart Management Services and A Vision Management Services, have also been slapped with sanctions.
We took aim today in your question at Russia's largest resources of revenue and imposed significant sanctions on the Russian energy sector. These sanctions certainly target both Russian oil and LNG, and we expect our actions to cost Russia upwards to billions of dollars per month.
US and UK announced new sanctions targeting Russia's energy sector on Friday, aiming to cut off funding for Russia-Ukraine conflict. This move came just 10 days before Biden is due to step down and puts President-elect Donald Trump in something of an awkward position given his stated desire to end the Ukraine war on day one of his presidency.
The sanctions are imposed today because they will have profound effect on the growth of the Russian economy and make it more difficult for Putin to conduct his wars. It is probable that gas prices could increase as much as 3-4 cents a gallon, but it's going to have a more profound impact on Russia's ability to continue to act in the way it's acting in the conduct of war.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky praised the United States for introducing sanctions. In a post on the social media platform X, he stated these measures deliver a significant blow to the financing foundation of Russia's war machine by disrupting its entire supply chain. Oil producer Gazprom Neft has criticized the sanctions as baseless and illegitimate, calling the decision contrary to the free competition. Similarly, Rostom condemned the sanctions as unreasonable and unlawful, viewing them as an attempt at unfair competition by unfriendly states. Meanwhile, Serbian President Aleksandar Vučić announced plans to discuss the sanctions with Putin, which also impact the petroleum industry of Serbia. Majority owned by Russia's Gazprom Neft and its parent company Gazprom, NIS is the sole gas supplier to Serbia and the majority owner of both gas pipelines that transport gas from Russia to households and industries in the country. As Western sanctions target Russia's energy sector, Russia has halted gas supplies after its deal with Ukraine ended, impacting dependent states. In the breakaway region of Transnistria, residents are conserving water and wood as they face an energy crisis. Amid ongoing Western sanctions over the Ukraine crisis and rising diplomatic tensions between the US and Russia, the world is now looking to Trump's presidency to determine if there is a possibility of relief from the sanctions. Rabindra Chauhan's report for DD India.